So if you want to make a code contribution to Cerebral, you can have a look at the website under the Contribute section. If you click Issues, you will get a list of the currently approved issues that requires a pull request. So you can have a look through what do you like? Would you like to contribute to Cerebral itself, or an add-on, or documentation, or you want to fix a bug? You can find an issue on this page. So what you do is you go to the issue, and it will explain to you what it was initially about. Maybe it was a suggestion. And then you can go down and you will see a suggested implementation of how to do this. Now, we're not going to go into this specific case. We're just going to go through the process of actually contributing. But this is how it should work. To actually contribute, you need to fork the Cerebral repo. So you just click the fork button, and I'll fork this to my personal account. And when it's forked, I can clone it. So then I'll go into my terminal, my temp folder, and I will git clone the Cerebral repo that is on my fork. And when that is done, I'll go into the folder and I will run npm install, and actually also npm run setup. Now what happens is that it installs all the npm dependencies required by the development of the repo, and npm run setup will just link the packages together, because this is what we call a mono repo, and it contains all the different packages related to Cerebral. Now the packages of Cerebral is located under the packages folder, and if we have a look, we have what's most important here is node modules. But you also see that we have demos and website and code mods here. But the node modules here is not like the node modules you relate to in npm. These are like the actual npm packages of Cerebral. So if we have a look there, we can see that we have function tree, Cerebral, and we have the Cerebral namespace on npm. So let's say we wanted to have a look at Cerebral and make a change there. We can go to that folder and we can run npm test. This is just to show you that there is a bunch of tests in Cerebral, and whenever you make a change to the code, there should be a test to prove that it's actually working. So to make a code change here, you would just open up the project. Let's see, Cerebral. And we will go into packages, no modules, Cerebral, and it's always the source folder where you have the files, and you would go in and you would make your change. The test files are usually co-located with the file you are changing. So for example, we have model and we have model.test.js, and it's using Mocha. So if I wanted to fix a bug, for example, and I needed to make a change to a test that wasn't testing good enough, I could go to the test and I can say it only, like this. And if I now run npm test, I will only run that one test. So this is a nice thing to do if you are changing tests, or you would just add a new one. So let's make a silly change here. Let's say we want to do foo here instead. We just have to make a change, and we will write a test for it. And I can do a git status. And what we're going to do now is actually push this change to our forked repo. So to do that, we have to move back to the root folder of the repo, and we do git add. We just want to add everything. And to actually create a commit, you have to do npm run commit. This is because we're using committism. So I want to state this as a type of bug fix. and it was related to, I don't remember, was it a model? And blah. You would typically write something that makes sense here. And then you just click through the rest. And we have created our commit, and we can push it to the repo, the fork. Now, when that's done, you can move to your forked repo, and you can click New Pull Request. And now it compares the base repo with the changes you have made. And here we can see the code changes I made. And I can create a pull request and write some comments about why I did this fix or added this feature or whatever. Now, this is really great. Like, getting help with actual code changes is super awesome. As mentioned in the previous videos, like, the most important thing is actually documentation, but it's also very nice to get help with bug fixes and more people into the code base, and even just refactoring things is also super great. Get more people involved with the code. Now, one thing you might experience is that when you create a pull request, there might be other pull requests that is merged in before yours. And what happens then is that you might get a conflict, and we will ask you to rebase your pull request. If that happens and you don't know what to do, please just tell us you don't know what to do, and we will help you do that. And maybe I'll create a video on that as well. But don't feel bad if you don't know Git very well. I actually don't know Git very well. The important thing is that we really want to help you get involved with open source and contribute back. And yeah, we hope this is a good way to help out with that. So thanks for any kind of contribution you bring into the project.